Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our new geometry chapter, that is basic geometrical ideas. And in this chapter we will discuss about point, plane, ray, line segment, then after parallel lines, intersecting lines, collinear point and non-collinear point. So let's start with the basic concept of this geometry, that is point. Students, when we put a mark on a plane, that is called the point. Okay, and this point have no length, no breadth, no thickness. It's only a mark on a plane, so this is said to be a point. I repeat again, point means a mark on a plane, a single dot over a plane, and a point don't have thickness, breadth, length. Okay, now then after we are going to discuss about the plane. So in plane also has a no thickness but in extending indefinitely in the all directions. That's mean plane provide us place where we can draw all the basic geometricals and we can draw the geometric figures. So that is called the plane. And then after, students, when we mark 2 point, okay, when we mark 2 point on a plane and when we join these two marks together, then we get a straight line. This straight line is said to be line segment. This straight line is said to be line segment. When we join, I repeat again, when we put 2 mark on a plane and we join this 2 mark, then we get a straight line, and this straight line is said to be line segment. So here, students, let's discuss about the line segment. The first thing, line segment have 2 endpoint. Line segment have 2 endpoints. How the 2 endpoint? Because we know very well from where it start and where it end. Because its distance, the distance between the 2 point has given fixed, and we know very well the fixed distance should be start from the one point and end on the another point. So the first property of line segment is it have fixed 2 point. A line segment has 2 fixed point. Second property of line segment is it can be measured. How it can be measured? Because we know the fixed starting point and end point. When we know something, when we know the starting and the end point of any line, so easily we can measure it. So the second property of line segment is a line segment can be measured. And students, if we know the length of any line segment, so easily we can draw on paper also. So its third property, a line segment can be drawn on paper. And when we know, we can draw, we can measure, so that means it has a definite length. So the fourth property of line segment is a line segment having definite length. So students, now the first topic we have discussed, that is line segment. I repeat again the properties of line segment. The first, a line segment have 2 endpoint. The first is starting and second one is the finishing point. Second property, a line segment can be measured. Okay. Third point, if we measure the line segment, then a line segment can be drawn on paper. And the fourth, a line segment have definite length. So first we have discussed line segment. Now move to the next topic, that is ray. Students, this is line segment I have drawn on a plane. This blackboard, this green board, it shows the example of plane. Okay. So a line segment I have drawn on a plane. When we start extend the one point of line segment. When we start extend the one point of the line segment, then it called ray. Okay. So let's discuss the properties of ray. The first property of ray, that it has one endpoint. How it's one endpoint? Because students, we know from where the ray start, but where it end we don't know. It can be extend endlessly, means there is indefinite length. So students, whenever anything can be extend indefinitely, endlessly, so we can't measure it. So the properties of ray is first property, one endpoint. Second, it cannot be measured. Third one, it cannot be drawn on paper. So student, if somebody asks, give one example of ray. So easily we can give the example of ray like a sun rays. How? We know the sun rays coming from sun. So the starting point of the ray is sun. But where it goes, nobody knows. So this is the perfect example of rays, that is sun rays. We know the starting point is sun, but end point we don't know. And easily we can't measure this one. and we don't know the length. So student, if we can't measure anything, so we can say it is indefinite length. Okay, and how to write the ray? We know the starting point A. We can mark in between the another point B. So here we can write AB. Now, first of all, you have to observe the arrow. On which side arrow is going? Arrow is going A to B. So on the naming, you put a arrow which indicate that starting point is A and goes to the B side. And this is small icon to indicate the ray, and we can write and we can read this one, ray AB. Its starting point is A. Why it A? Because it start from A1. Okay. Now then after the next topic that we are going to discuss about line. Line segment we have discussed, ray we have discussed, point we have discussed. Now the next topic is line. Line means students when we extend a ray from the another point also. Okay, when we extend the both point of line segment, when we extend the both point of line segment, then it can be convert, it can be called a line. How? A line have no definite length. Okay, so students, what is the line? Line have no endpoint. Why it's no endpoint? Because we don't know from where the line start and where it end. So we can say easily a line have no endpoint. Second, it can be extend the both side endlessly. So if anything can be extend endlessly, so we can't measure the length of this one. So all the properties that we have discussed for the line segment, it's opposite of this one. How? It has no endpoint, first one. Second, it cannot be measured. Okay. Third one, it cannot be drawn paper. Fourth, it has no definite length. Okay. So I can explain again. I'm going to explain it again. A line, when a line segment extend from the both endpoint endlessly, then it called the line, and line has no endpoint, no definite length, cannot be measured and cannot be drawn on paper. How to write the line? When you write the line, then write the 2 mark point is given A, B, but on the above of this one, you have to draw a small icon of line. So how to read this one? Line A, B. Okay. Now then after we are going to discuss about the surface. Surface, same thing like a plane. Surface is showing us a plane, but the difference between the plane and surface, plane have no length, no breadth. Means plane, we can say anything is said to be a plane. It's not length, not breadth. But when we discuss about the surface, surface have a definite length and definite breadth. The best example of surface is the top of your table. The top of the table also called the surface. So how we can call this one? Surface of table. Okay. So this is the best example of the surface. Surface is having definite length and breadth but no thickness. So this is the example of surface. Okay. Now then after we are going to discuss about intersecting line. So student, first we have discussed about the line segment, line, ray. Now we are going to discuss about the intersecting line. When a one line draw and another line comes from the other side and cut on a definite point, that is called intersecting line. Why? Because they intersect each other on a fixed point. So that's why these lines are called intersecting line. Okay, so here we can say the intersection point is A, this is line L and this is line M. So we have given the naming. So we can say line L and M are intersecting line and they intersect the point. On which point they intersect, that is called the point of intersection. So here we can say the point of intersection is A. Okay. So this is students the intersecting line. I repeat again, whenever the two line segment intersect each other, that is called intersecting line. The next topic is parallel line. This is line L. Okay. The another line is passing through line L. Okay. This is line L and another line passes through passes nearby this L, and the distance between the two is remain same. Here is distance 2 meter, here is distance 2 meter. Okay, so these lines are said to be parallel line. How? The definition of parallel line: whenever the two lines pass together, they never meet, and the difference between the two lines is always same. That is called parallel line. Okay, so I repeat again, these three things you have to observe. First, pass together. Second, they never meet. These two lines never join on any point. Okay. Third one, the distance between the two lines always remains same. For example, on the starting point, the distance is 2 meter, and we measure in between. There also the distance is 2 meter. So what is this? This is the parallel line. These two lines are parallel line. Okay, students. Now, then after we are going to discuss the another topic is collinear point and non-collinear point. Collinear point: whenever two or more point given in a straight line. Okay. Collinear point: whenever two or more point given in a straight line, and we can draw a straight line by joining this point, is said to be collinear point. Okay, I repeat again, whenever we can draw a straight line by joining two or more points, that points are called collinear point. And non-collinear points: whenever we can't draw a straight line. Okay, when we can't draw a straight line by joining this one is called non-collinear point. So these points are non-collinear. Why? Because a single line we cannot be draw. Okay, and but in the first example, these points are collinear point because we can draw a single straight line by joining this point. Okay, now the next topic: how many lines can be drawn by joining 2 points? So students, by joining 2 points, we can draw one and only single line by joining the 2 points. Okay, and students, today we have discussed the basic concept of this chapter, that is point, line, plane, line segment, ray, surface, intersecting line, parallel line, collinear point and non-collinear point. So students, you have to revise this concept, and in our next class we will discuss about its first exercise. Okay, thank you students.